Hello, my name is Ariel, and welcome to Season 2 of Stellaris. I have both the Leviathan pack and the Utopia expansion pack, and we are playing here in Adam's 1.6.1 update, which has a few new features. If you noticed, our human species has been modified. We are no longer nomadic and quick learners. Quick learners gave a boost to leadership experience gain, and we are now wasteful, which can increase its consumer cost for 20%. It's 0.2 of like the minerals that ends up being used by each population. We call those pops. And the last time we played as the United Nations of Earth. This time I'm feeling a little less friendly, and I'm going to be playing as the Commonwealth of Man. So let's get to it. I'm going to keep this the same. I am going to go with a spiral galaxy of 4 arms. I'm going to keep this the same. I am going to keep that the same. Endgame crises are on. I'm going to keep advanced neighbors off. And I'm going to keep Ironman mode on, just because that's how I play the game. The Commonwealth of Man. Oh, compared to the United Nations of Earth, who were both xenophile and egalitarian, we have the Commonwealth of Man, who is both xenophobe and fanatic militarist. The largest difference being about the xenophobe trait, the ethic that they have. Anyways, more than a century has passed since the great arc ship Chrysanthemum carried 250,000 of our ancestors from distant Earth to the garden world we have come to know as Unity. After a long, perilous journey, the colonists rejoiced when they first saw sunlight again, albeit from a foreign star. The early years were difficult. Citizen militias were formed to fight off the lethal alien wildlife that we found ourselves sharing our new home with, and cultivating the terrestrial crops that had been brought proved harder than imagined. Yet, for each challenge overcome, we became stronger. Once this new world has been tamed, our numbers grow exponentially. The last few decades have been the greatest leaps in technology, and we are now finally ready to reach out and reclaim the stars from whence we came. Let's begin. So, historically, I have not been very good with the first military troops that I've been provided. This time, I'm going to be a little more conservative. I want to create a new fleet. I only want one ship, and this ship is going to be scouting for us, instead of sending all my ships out. I am 99% confident that we own this section of our arm. I don't think there are any empires that could be housed here, so I am going to have to push out in this direction. At least that's what I plan to do when I am expanding. Another difference with the Commonwealth of Man is that we use wormholes, which means we have to... If we leave the system, we have to come back to a system that has a wormhole before we can jump to another place. Well, this has a faster... Oh, I should probably research these. Gonna go with fusion power, planetary unification, power to exoskeletons. Going to send my science ship out, and I'm going to have my construction ship accompany them. As I was saying, The wormhole stations have a faster in-border travel rate, but it makes traveling outside of the system a little more tricky. I'm gonna put that on fast, just because I don't think a whole lot is going to be happening. At least I don't expect anything to be happening. Again, I think I'm going to put a lot of research, or a lot of focus on research at the beginning here, and then I'm going to make a gradual shift into mineral production. But as I was saying about the wormhole generators, this is compared to the warp drive from the United Nations of Earth, which is basically point and click. So with the United Nations of Earth, I was able to send them out to the furthest reaches of our galaxy. I'm not going to be able to do that here. Is that a Gaia planet? No, it's an ocean world. Tumbleweed. Oh, do I have 0 resources in this system? Damn. Am I able to travel here? No, it's out of range.
System survey complete.
I do believe that wormhole generators have a larger distance, a larger range than the FTL drives.
Construction complete.
Are you done researching? Jeez. Seems like it's going to be a little slow at the start here. Seems like I'm going to have to expand backwards. Unless this system has a planet. I hope it does. I really, really hope it has a planet that I can colonize. Come on, big money. Damn it. Okay, alright. You know what this is? The galaxy is out to get us. Which means we need to push back. Man, there is just nothing here in my home system. Okay, so I'm gonna have to wait for a colony ship. that actually looks like a good system to colonize. We have 2 worlds that we're able to interact with, so I think I'll save it for the time being. I would like to set up a wormhole generator over here. I'm going to need to set up an outpost as a result. I'm going to take a look at our president here. We have an industrialist who likes to increase minerals and a champion of the people. Executor Cindy Beauclair is our permanent leader, at least until she dies. I'm going to build a colony ship. The discovery of alien life. The CNS Acuity, I know I'm saying that wrong, has made a startling find on Trimus 3. The planet is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we have encountered life forms that did not originate on Unity. You're supposed to be the first colony, Danib. This amazing discovery has silenced those who believed we were alone in the universe. Although none of the alien creatures found on Trimus 3 are sentient, it is likely only a matter of time before we encounter beings that are. We may not be alone out here. Trimus 3? Trimus 3. I think it's Trimus. The Commonwealth of Man is abuzz with news of the alien organisms found by the CNS Acuity some time ago. While far from intelligent, there is life out there, an inescapable reality and a deep, unsettling prospect. Our colony ship has made progress, and will eventually be able to colonize Trimus 2. And our scientist has gained an experience point, allowing him to better research the anomalies that we find out here in space. We haven't found any, surprisingly enough. Okay.
Anomaly found.
Well, this was the anomaly I was talking about. It seems life has found a way even on a planet torn between the extremes of rocky soils and liquid seas. Research. It's on Trimus 2. Fascinating creatures roam the plains and coasts of Trimus 2. The CNS Acuity reports that the life forms are using tools, however primitive, and may have the potential for eventually achieving sentience. Science officer Stefano Badagilo stresses that finding alien life in this state is a rare opportunity, and we should pay special attention, maybe even uplift them to become our subjects. Something to keep in mind for the future. It seems like Trimus 2 is out of the question. The alien animals observed by the science ship are cause for some consternation on Unity. There is something in the video feeds of their plodding gait and blank stares that deeply disturbs the human populace. Perhaps it is not their alien nature that concerns, but the xenobiologist's insistence that they are very much like us. A warped mirror image of a shambling evolutionary past that the Commonwealth of Man would rather forget.
Construction complete.
Am I going to perform my first purge? Seems like it. The CNS cultivator. And we are going to colonize here. I'm going to drop this right here. Yeah. Arcadia. I like the sound of that. I feel awful. I don't think I can do this. Forget it.
System survey complete.
1, 2, 3. Gonna have these meet up again. There we go. And it's also a rally point. The first human colony. Our colony ship has gently touched down at the mouth of a large river delta on one of the several continents that can be found on Arcadia. This temperate, forested region will serve as an ideal first landing site. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large numbers. The first human city on an alien world. A great day for the Commonwealth of Man. Never mind that we originally came from Earth and colonized a lush alien moon. Faction founded. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Commonwealth of Man, led by scientist Veronique Pelletier. They call themselves the Drumbeat of Victory Party. Their members have been pushing hard for us to assert our military dominance over the rest of the galaxy. A disgruntled faction will be a source of trouble, but one that approves of the government's actions could prove useful. Okay. So coming back to the leadership here, we have a constitutional dictatorship, which may have some obvious implications, like having a permanent leader until death. This in contrast to the United Nations of Earth, in which we held elections every 10 years. I'm going to have my science ship observe Uzun, and then I'm going to have my construction ship meet up with them eventually. Where is my construction ship? I'm going to have my construction ship build in... Actually, I want a mining station on this gas giant. Just have them enter orbit, and we'll wait for our resources to stack up. Alrighty then. The hunt for the Hyacinth. The Hyacinth, one of the Chrysanthemum's sister ship, was meant to arrive in our local star cluster 3 years after our ancestors came here from Earth. Excuse me. Their mission was to either support our colony or establish a new one, depending on the situation they arrived to. The Ark ship failed to make contact with Unity, assuming it even left Earth in the first place. In the event that the Hyacinth did make it to our galactic neighborhood, it might be a good idea to search nearby systems for signs of its passage. Indeed. Make it so.
Situation log updated.
Make it so, number one.
Construction complete.
I'll just enter orbit. Normally I can't keep up with the fastest setting on the time warp
System survey
on this game.
complete.
So I'm going to slow it down eventually, but I'm keeping it there just to... it doesn't seem like a whole lot is happening at the moment. How many months? About 12. 36? Yeah, I can afford that. If I build this, it's going to be around...
Research complete.
Planetary unification. Monthly influence +1. Unlocks edict. Propaganda broadcasts. Ancient warring tribes, historical nations in conflict, now unified in empire. We must not, will not crumble. New research. Terraforming may seem like a good idea, but we are now an adaptive species. So, we could live on... I think a better idea would be... something more immediate. They're being systematically killed off. That's interesting. The birth of space piracy. Rebels and dissidents fleeing from Unity have founded an outlaw space fleet at the fringes of our space by modifying several civilian vessels into warships, calling themselves the Fallen Stars. These terrorists are spreading chaos and fear along our civilian shipping lanes. Their lives have been rendered forfeit by the enormity of their crimes. Order must be restored at any cost. Pirates, we don't need that scum.
Research complete.
I'm gonna pick up some new research here. Missiles are kind of, I wonder if they increase damage. I don't think they did. They didn't even increase range. So, I'm thinking... I'm gonna go with ion thrusters.
Evading hostile fleet.
Seems like we need to build a few more corvettes.
Station under attack.
Crap. We need a new admiral. We need an admiral. Wilmela Schultz. Yeah, we'll recruit her, and she will... She's going to decimate this pirate fleet. How dare they attack one of our mining stations?
Construction complete.
Begone from here.
Construction complete.
I'm gonna pause. We now know, without a doubt, that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Unity. Both the scientific community and public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encountered are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus on planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. A commendable initiative.
Situation log updated.
Now back to the action.
Anomaly found.
We briefly detect some unusual energy readings emanating from this planet. It might have been a glitch in our systems, or it could be a sign of something more. Go ahead and research these unusual energy readings. And don't bother me again. I'm busy watching lives disappear from the galaxy.
Situation log updated.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go repair our fleet. Did I select a tradition? I did. So I selected the Discovery tradition. I would have went with the Supremacy, but we are not actively fighting any other empires at the moment. So, Discovery it is. Our curiosity about the universe is what got us this far, and there is still so much left to discover. Adoption effect. Research station build costs reduced by 33%. I also really like the Planetary Survey Corps, because it gives you a bonus for what you research, or what your science ships research. A bonus to this technology research. That is. Microsingularity. Recently intersected... A microsingularity intersected Adrenal 1, passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the planet. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but it has altered the energy output of the planetary core slightly in a way that defies our current scientific models. Further study may be warranted. Fascinating. Oh.
Unidentified object detected.
Holy crap. Why? Yeah, we are going to definitely investigate that.
Situation log updated. Evading hostile fleet.
We have encountered some form of alien vessels in the Danube system. These strange objects have been flagged as Charlie bogies. Until we can learn more about them, we should proceed with caution. Interesting. Unity is in an uproar following the news of unidentified ships sighted in the void, their intentions unknown. It would be prudent to assume the worst. Oh, it's just amoebas. thought it was some sort of enemy empire. Moving to Istora system. I don't know where that is. Of the First League, we have encountered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Adrenal 4. If what we have learned from these artifacts is correct, this civilization was some sort of confederate that consisted of many different alien races. They called themselves the First League and appear to have coexisted in relative peace some 2 million years ago. Though the Adrenal system lies in the region of space that seems to have made up the core of their territory, a partial map found among the artifacts indicates that this First League may have covered a significant portion of our galaxy before its eventual collapse. Interesting.
Situation log updated.
I'm going to build a Corvette. I'm going to let you continue surveying that system. And before we close up here, I would like to bring my fleet out into the regions of space in which I think the pirate threat is originating. We have established a colony, the colony Arcadia in Trimus system. They're being executed one by one. It's so awful. And the alien scum.
Construction complete.
They're not there. They wouldn't be in Uzun. Guess they're right there.
System survey complete.
If I can't find the pirate fleet, I'm going to have to close it up here. A good idea would be to build a wormhole station in this area. So unfortunately, it does not seem like I will be able to find them. So I am going to close up the episode here. My name is Ariel, this has been Stellaris. One more thing is that if you notice, there's a different shape to our galaxy. In the previous season, we were playing as like this. We were playing in a galaxy that was shaped like a disc. Now we're playing in a galaxy that has a spiral shape to it. As we increase our technology in wormhole travel, it allows us to travel to the other rings, which might be interesting. Which will be interesting. In fact, we actually already have a way of getting to this ring, so all I have to do is build a wormhole station here, and I think it'll be close enough to travel into this star. Which might be something we want to consider because FTL drives have a less range than our wormhole drives, which means I can declare war on an empire in a different ring early on without having to worry about our home systems. Anyways, this has been Stellaris. Thank you for joining me. If you have any thoughts, feelings, questions, and/or opinions, please leave them in the comments section below. I'm thinking about uploading this every other day, uploading Stellaris videos every other day. Just so I don't have them coming out in like a huge concentration. I would like to know what you think about that. You, the viewer, thinks about that. So yeah, leave a response if you can. Also, if you enjoyed this and you've made it up to the end of the video, please press that like button. If you enjoyed this, it lets me know that I am doing a decent job in entertaining you. And I think that's all I have to say for now. So, I'll see you in the next episode. I'm out.